Am I the a-hole for rejecting my foster parents' parental controls on the iPhone my bio parents gave me? I, 15M, have lived with my current foster parents since I was 9 years old, but I've been in foster care since I was 6. I will call my foster parents Henry and Aaron. I got a new phone as an early Christmas present from my biological dad. It is an iPhone 16 Pro Max, which is the phone I wanted, so I am very happy about it. My previous phone was an iPhone 11 and it was bought by Henry and Aaron. On my old phone, Henry and Aaron had set up loads of parental controls on it, so I couldn't download any apps without them approving it. I couldn't turn off share my location. I couldn't change my passcode. It would lock everything except their contacts at 8 p.m. every night until after school, and they had a time limit on YouTube, so I could only watch it for 30 minutes within the time where my phone was unlocked anyway, and I could only go on websites that they approved off. Like there was a list that I could go on, and I couldn't go on anything that they didn't manually add to that list. These all really annoy me, but whenever I asked for them to be turned off, they told me that they'd bought the phone, and so these were the rules. Now I was given my new phone by my dad on Monday, and I haven't used it yet because they're telling me that I have to let them put the same restrictions on the new phone as they did my old phone. I said no because that isn't fair. I should be allowed to use my phone as my dad says because he paid for it. I said to them that my dad paid for the phone, so it was his choice, and that he doesn't want me to have those restrictions on. But now they've changed and said it doesn't matter who bought the phone, even though that was their whole point before. Now they're saying that because I am living with them I have to follow their rules, and the rule for having a phone in this house is that they put restrictions on it. I don't think that is fair at all, considering they didn't buy the phone. I don't see how they can do this. Before I got home from school on Monday, they took the phone out of the box my dad sent it in and set up all the restrictions, and now I'm trying to figure out a way to take them off. I am thinking about complaining to my social worker because it is not fair that they put these restrictions on my phone even though they didn't pay for it. So am I the a-hole for rejecting parental controls on the phone my bio parents gave me?
Here are the top comments.
My bio dad should be the one to set the rules since he bought it argument isn't going to fly. I'm afraid he isn't your legal guardian and hasn't been for almost a decade. To lose custody of someone who is 6 and to keep it lost nearly a decade is a sign that the courts and the child welfare system don't see him as capable of making decisions like that. If you have rational reasons why some of their restrictions are too much, you can argue those.
While I don't necessarily agree with putting such strict parental controls in a 15-year-old's phone, I would say that the a-hole in this scenario is your bio dad. Your foster parents are your guardians and they are responsible for your safety and well-being. If he has an issue with the rules they impose on you, he needs to take it up with them. It's not fair to put you in the middle like that.
Not the a-hole, you're just being a 15-year-old, but your foster parents are not wrong. They are your guardians, so they're legally and morally responsible for you, including your phone usage. Who is paying for the phone doesn't change that. That said, 15 is old enough to have a say, and they should be working with you to agree on restrictions that you can all live with.